Hello, happy Tuesday, April 25th, 2023. I'm Mariah. This is a video podcast all about knitting that I do. Yeah, let's get started. So this week I'm leaving for Seattle for work. So I'll be leaving Thursday through Sunday. So I kind of wanted to do like a 2-week check-in since my last one, just to, cause it's interesting for me to see how far I get just in 2 weeks. And on Friday, I'm really going to attempt to go to La Mercerie, and I am so excited. I'm very excited. I already mapped out like the ferry and all that good stuff. So, but I'm going for work. We have like a few evening plans, you know, things that we have to do for this convention or conference, whatever. And then Saturday afternoon, and then I'll be back Sunday. Currently, my son and my husband are in Michigan visiting my husband's grandmother before she passes, unfortunately. But so I've had the house to myself since Friday night, and I'm going a little stir crazy. The house is a little too quiet for my taste, and I just miss my son so much, and my husband, of course. But you know, my son and I actually just FaceTimed, and he had a lot to say. He's not quite, you know, he's only 2.5, so his verbal skills are still getting there. But he had fun telling his own little story, right? I'm just gonna kind of sitting on the floor just because I can. I'm spread out across the living room here. So I'm pretty excited. I just got home from work, and then I went to go visit a friend who's visiting from Spain right now. Yeah. So I want to kind of make this kind of quick because I got to go start packing and getting laundry done and stuff. So, and getting the dishes. So here we go. Okay, so first off, my only finished object is what I'm wearing. My coloring book tee by Amy Scher. I did this in Woolberry Berry Merino from her Anne of Green Gables collection. So this is White Way of Delight, and the blue is Bosom Friend. Kind of stand on my knees here. I just finished blocking it last night, and it just fits amazingly. I was wearing it last night a little bit, and it wasn't too bad here, but now that I'm kind of wearing it right now, it's a little, I don't know, I don't like things to be too close to my neck here. So maybe next time I want to make like 3 more of these. Just the way that this fits and how cute the stripes are, I want more so badly. And I'll show you some yarn that I got that I intend for this pattern later. But I don't know, I'm thinking about going up a size in just like a neck or something. I don't know how to make that different. If you guys have suggestions on how to make this maybe a little bit looser or anything. Other than that, I love this yarn. So the Berry Merino is 100% superwash merino. Amazing, amazing. I thought it was soft before I blocked it, but now that I blocked it and it's settled, and just like the drape of it is amazing, amazing. I'm definitely going to be wearing this in Seattle on my Seattle trip. And the other one that I blocked, which was my sunray sweater, but the sleeve hits exactly where I want. It's long enough for me, which I have a really hard time doing, but I was really addicted through getting the stripes and the stripes and the stripes. And I find that I do a lot better finishing a project if there's a goal towards, you know, some point of interest, like some a cable repeat or a lace repeat or a stripe repeat, color work, things like that. I do love a good stockinette body and a good stockinette project, but I just am more interested in things with point of interest. So that's the coloring book tee. I did the 3/4 length version. I really want to do another 3/4 length version with the stripes, and then I want to do one, the fingering weight version that she came out with. It comes out as just a tee with no stripes. I'm also thinking about doing, you know, just a tee with no stripes, like I said, and then maybe a tee with stripes. I don't know. I mean, like literally stripes could be endless possibilities. So, in the original pattern, the stripes are thinner for the coloring book tee versus, you know, the DK weight coloring book raglan. So I did increase the stripes, the contrast stripes a little bit, but I accommodated for in the regular main color stripes so that it still came out the same length and how she wrote it out. So I have no idea if that makes sense, but anyways, coloring book tea. I'm very, very, very happy with this one. I just like looking at myself in the video here and I'm like, yeah, girl. Anyways, that's funny. Okay, so on to whips. I've got just a couple that I've been focusing on for the last 2 weeks. My goal for when the week that my son was gone, I really wanted to knit through 3 sweaters. I mean, I never really knew, I didn't know if that was a realistic goal or not. And I wasn't particular about whether they were sweater whips or just sweater cast-ons. But I knew they were going to be at least DK and worsted, you know, because I know a fingering weight sweater, which is this one, it took me like 10, 12 days for, you know, just exclusively one fingering sweater. I'm definitely not going to meet that goal, and I'm okay with it. I am actually, I don't know, I just was like, see what happened. So my main sweater whip is the Chalet Days sweater. So I split for sleeves since the last time that I shown this. I've done the color split for sleeves. I think I measured 6 inches here, and so I've got like at least another 5 to go. And then I've only gotten a certain amount of yarn, so I am gonna do the sleeves first. So that's why this half sleeve is done. I'm almost done with the decreases on this one before I continue on the body, just to make sure I have enough for the sleeves that I want. Oh, that colorwork chart just turned out so much better. So this is like the 2nd or 3rd time I've done this yoke. The first time or 2 times, however many times I did it, I was not happy with how the color work, it was just too like crumpled up and rippled and like bumpy, and it didn't smooth out, and I was contemplating on like blocking it, but I was like, you know what, I don't want to mess with it. If it is blocked, I mean the yarn's just going to be, I gotta reblock the yarn, you know, so I can use it again. I didn't want to deal. So I am so happy with how this turned out. Yeah, and like looking at it now in the camera here, I'm very happy with how this turned out. So this is a Chalet Days sweater by Samantha Guerin. She's one of my favorite designers, and the yarn I'm using is the Yarn Addict Co. in Whipped Worsted. It is a very soft, I think it's 100% superwash. I don't have the tag right now, but it's super soft. Super soft. I'm very excited. This was from her like Sheep Friends collection, I think, where she collaborated with a whole bunch of yarn dyers. Yeah, I'm very happy with this. Can't say it enough, obviously. I'm just gonna keep saying it over and over. Then my mom's birthday is coming up, so I did start her cowl like I said I was going to. So this is the Quiet Thicket cowl. I don't know who the designer is. Sorry, I did not look that up before I did it. I just started the first colorwork chart. So I'm done with the stripes. The stripes are worked back and forth flat. And then you join in the round a little bit before the colorwork chart, so that it's got a nice opening for your head, but then you can just like lay it instead of like wrapping it, you know. It's a nice cowl. So that's the spin cycle. Just one skein of the spin cycle, and then I've got this is the rest of it, and I've got the vines basically colorwork chart, and then I've got the flower colorwork chart to go, and then that's done. Her birthday is May 8th, and I think I'm going to be taking this with me to Seattle, so I should have it done. It's just a cowl, it's fine, it's cool. So Quiet Thicket in spin cycle, I'm using Dyed in the Wool, Nocturne, and Wilder. Okay, next, let's see. Next one I've got is my Sunday tee. I kind of just keep this in the car and just do I'm just on the stockinette body, obviously, for a fingering weight sweater. So I just kind of keep it in the car for like when I'm in the coffee line or waiting, or somehow in the car waiting, I just pick this up and I start knitting on it. So this is the Sunday tee by Petite Knit. And the yarn is Explorer Knits and Fibers Denali Sock in To the Stars Who Listen. I tried this on and it's about at my belly button now. It fits great. Once this ribbing part is blocked out, it's going to drape beautifully. I'm so excited. So I've got this part, this much of the second skein, and then I've got a third skein to do. And then this is just, I'm just going to do short sleeves for this. I think it is supposed to be short sleeves, but anyways, I'm very excited. And I will say, I used the barber cords to put in the body to try it on, and it was a pain in my rear end to put it back onto the needle. I'm just going to note to self, don't use barber cords on a sweater that is using less than a US 5. I think that's what my problem really was when putting it back on, but I was like, oh, I was getting frustrated with it, let me tell you. Next, I started the Ingrid top. Let me just double check my notes here. The Ingrid top, and I'm using Craft Me Not Yarn Co. in her Silky Sport in, I think this is the Praline colorway. It's kind of like a blush pink almost. This is the back so far, I think, and then it's just, it's like a wide strap tank top almost. And it's got this eyelet design all over it. So the Silky Sport is like 50% silk, 50% merino, something like that. So I'm very excited about this. This is going to be great. It's really soft already, and it's going to drape really nicely once I am done with it. So yeah, that's the Ingrid top. That's all I have to say about that. I'm not too far in. I'm still trying to decide which projects I'm going to bring with me to Seattle, because I'm going to have the plane flight there and back, which is 3.5 hours. I'm going to have the ferry to La Mercerie and back, and that's an hour each way. I'm going to have a lot of downtime between my conference activities. Our hotel that we're at is right on this Pike Street, I think. So it's close to Pike Place Market, and I'm really excited to go to the market and just kind of go walk around. And I think I'm gonna bring back some flowers with me on the plane, you know. I'm really excited. I'm super excited to go to Seattle. It's supposed to be 75 degrees Fahrenheit when I land, and right now it's dreary and 40, and it's only spring here in Alaska, so I'm really excited to be in the warmth and the sun. I'm ready. Okay, my last whip is my Strya cardigan by Andrea Mowry. I am using Explorer Knits and Fibers Cashmere Caverns base, which is fingering weight cashmere base, obviously, in Fia and Glacial Melt, I think it is. So this is all. I just kind of pick it up as I want something ribbing. It's a half fisherman's rib. So one is knit one below, purl one, and then the other way is knit. So it's really fun, and it's got a really nice chart to follow for where you do the increases. So and it feels glorious. I don't know, just the cashmere and the squish of half fisherman's rib. I love it so much. Gosh, just the way that you can see that Fia. Oh, yeah. One of my other skeins of Fia has like a lot of purple in it. I'm not usually a purple person, but the way that it just kind of is like watercolored onto the skein, I am excited. I love it. Okay, so that's all my whips. I'm gonna show you what I got in the last 2 weeks in the mail and at my local yarn store. And then I have a future cast on or two to talk about. Let's see. Okay, so the first thing I got in the mail was Explorer Knits and Fibers. She had her in-stock update, I guess it is. So I got one skein of Carlsbad Worsted in Exordium, which was one of the Solstice colorways that I wasn't able to grab before. I'm going to make a hat for myself. I think I'm going to do a Manhattan hat, which is by Tori Yu, I think is her name. Tori Knits NYC. But yeah, I'm just going to make myself a hat. Yeah. I need to start using up my single skeins that I have for like hats and stuff. More on that later. Something else I got in the mail. Let's see. I got these first. I got these from La Mercerie. I got Knitting for Olive Cotton Merino. I'm really interested in feeling how different of this, okay, let me start again. I'm really interested in seeing and feeling and working with the different summer fibers that are available. So for example, I got Knitting for Olive Cotton Merino. I didn't really want to try the pure silk yet. Eventually I will, but I want to try the cotton merino first. So I got these from La Mercerie. This is the colorway Terracotta Rose. I'm not too sure what I'm going to make yet. I think maybe while I'm at La Mercerie, I'll see if they have another skein or two of this. And then this has the same yardage as the pure silk. And there's that new tee by Sorry Nordland, the cabled one with like the flutter sleeve, and it's, oh, I can't remember the name of it right now, I'm sorry, but I almost have enough yardage in what I have, these 6 balls. I'm gonna see if they have another ball or two while I'm there in the same, I don't know if Knitting for Olive does lot numbers or not, but anyways, and I might do that tee. If not, I'll probably just stick, I have enough for a t-shirt at least, probably a shirt like this, you know, where it's 3/4 and nice and long. I definitely have enough for that. I don't know yet. If you have suggestions, let me know. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna make with it yet. Let's see. The next thing I got from La Mercerie was Durum Natura Ulysse, which is the sport weight base. I've been really interested in trying this yarn. I've heard great things about it. It is I would say rustic because it kind of like catches my fingers more than like, say, the superwash merino does. But this is still merino. It's just, I think, non-superwash. It's still very soft. Like, yeah, I think it's going to be no problem at all. But this is sport weight. I have enough for a t-shirt. I really want to do it. I can't remember what the pattern was that I had found that I was thinking of. Oh, it feels good too. And this is the colorway Caramel? Yeah, Caramel. I don't know, man. This is a French yarn. Yeah, I really like it. So I got 5 balls of them. I don't know yet what I'm gonna do with it. It's a little bit darker in the camera than what it is in real life, but not by much. I mean, it's a nice caramel color. What do you think caramel is? Next I got my pre-order, what should you call it? I don't remember what you call it. Anyways, from Coast to Coast Yarn Co. I am going to make the downtown hoodie with these by Tori Knits NYC. Sorry, I'm out of camera. I got enough for a striped hoodie. I did think actually that I got main color green and button as the contrast. Oh, sorry. But I'm still excited about this too. I don't know why, but I'm really in a cream with a blue or green contrast face. As you see in my stripe and here, yeah, anyways. It's all right. You know what? I'm leaning into it. I'm happy about it. So button, I got button and Gothic House with Secrets. And this is the classic DK base. It's very soft. I really love this yarn. I'm excited to make this hoodie. I'm really excited to make this hoodie. It looks fun, and all the testers and people who have made it, how it looks on them looks amazing. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited. I kind of hope, dream that she's gonna come out with a kid version as well, so that I can make one for Raiden, or maybe I'll just make the smaller size for Raiden. I don't know. And then eventually he'll grow into it. So, whatever. Okay, the last mail order one I got was from Pearl Soho. I was watching Stress Knits podcast, Stacy from Stress Knits podcast, and she was talking about her linen quill. from Pearl Soho that like her stash of it that she's had and what she's making with it, you know. I don't remember if it's a past episode or a current one. I don't remember. But I've actually, you know, heard so much about this yarn that I was very interested in it. And I've heard how great it is. So I went on their website and I happened to catch their sale of the linen quill. So I got 3 skeins. I got salt pepper, which is this marley, and something flamingo, bright flamingo, obviously. So linen quill is a 50% fine Highland wool, 35% alpaca, and 15% linen. It's very soft, kind of rough though as well too, which I think is part of the linen. But because of the linen, you can see the flecks of the linen in there that don't take the color. Oh, I'm really excited. I actually got these to make this shirt, the coloring book tee again. And I think I might still do it. I have plenty. I didn't use my 3rd skein for my main color, so I think I'm gonna do that. That's what I think I'm gonna do. So I got Linen Quill by Pearl Soho. And then my local yarn store, Far North Yarn Company, she got her newest shipment of La Bien-Aimée. La Bien-Aimée, she's had it for at least a year now. And this is her 4th shipment of it that she's gotten in. And yes, I've gotten a shit ton of it every time that it comes in. So me and my best friend, we both took lunch at the same time. We don't work at the same job, but we're both, you know, in the medical field. We both took lunch at the same time. And the day that she announced that, she sent an email out saying, hey, LBA is here. And we're like, yeah, I got lunchtime off. Let's go. Anyway, so we walk in and she ended up getting the Surrey base this time, which is new, which is the Kumo, K-U-M-O base. She always gets the Super Sock, and then she always gets the Merino DK base. I think that's what it is. Anyways, this time, I know there's more over there, and I'm getting paid this weekend, so we'll see. We'll see how much damage I do at La Mercerie first before I go back and get more LBA. Anyway, so I had applied for Samantha Guerin's newest test knit, was waiting to see if I was going to get in or not, so I got this for that. This is the Lichen on the Super Sock base. So I got 2 skeins of that, and I didn't get picked, but I'm going to wait until it comes out, and I'm going to do it in this color because I really want it. It's a lace yoke t-shirt, fingering weight sweater, so kind of like the Salty Air tee that Samantha Guerin does, but something different. Something very, very, very cute. I don't remember what she's calling it, but I got this for that for sure. And then I walk in and I see this. And I see this. So this is the Kumo, the Surrey base, and this is the color Confetti Cake. And then this is the Super Sock on Floral Morganite. I always get those two mixed up. Anyways, my idea that I really wanted to do was to hold them together. I found a cardigan. I think it's the Home Cardigan by Kadri. It's a bulky weight pattern. I started the pattern, the cardigan, and then I put it down for the night. I got, you know, like an inch in. It's bulky weight, US 11 needles for me, right? And I look at it the next day, come to work out, look at it, and I go, you know what? I'm actually not feeling these two together. So I ripped it out, and I'm okay with that. Watching a lot of podcasts, you know, they're like, we need to normalize frogging and normalize, you know, not being in love with something and being able to frog it, right? So I'm really trying to take the advice, because in my head, I'm like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, that sounds like you know, that's so perfect. Yeah, like we should be normalizing that, right? But I have a hard time letting go of the hours of work that I put into something, even though maybe I don't love it as much anymore, but I don't know. I make myself try. But this combo, I wasn't loving together. So I think I'm going to do a t-shirt in this. I'm going to be real wild and do a t-shirt in this. Or I'll do socks in this one since it's already wound, and then, or contrast color or something, and then turn this in and get 2 skeins of confetti cake on the super sock, and do the Elmore pullover by Joji Locatelli in the confetti cake. I saw someone do like a pinky color like this, and it's fingering weight and mohair, you know, interchanged in stripes, and it looks so cute, and it looks so cute on that person. So I think, or maybe I'll do Samantha Guerin's new tee in this and interchange these two. I think that would be really cute as well, or something else. I don't know yet. I don't really have much that I can think of that would go with this, you know, interchanging it in that pullover. I might, but in my head, I have my like weakness is I don't mix companies when I, you know, work on a project. Like this worsted weight base from EKF, I physically cannot use it with any other company's worsted base. Like I would have to get, if I want to make a sweater with this one, I'd have to get more of this company, this base. I don't know why. But like at the same time, I'm like, I'm okay with that, you know? I don't know. I really want to make the Elton pullover now though too. I get knit-fluenced. So easy. Okay, last thing. So that's all. That I kind of just talked about my future cast-ons as well. That's all of my acquisitions. And then one of the things that I'm thinking about taking to Seattle with me is a new cast-on. And I totally forgot the name of the tee. Oh, it's the Slanty Stripes tee by Emily Curtis, I think is her name. Someday I do want to try the slanty and the, what's the type of color work you call it? I'm podcasting at the end of the day, which doesn't help. Anyways, so the way that you get the slanty stripes is you work it flat and you do intarsia for the slanty stripes. Someday I do want to do that. But right now I really want a solid color base, a solid color for my tank. And I don't want to do it flat. So I'm going to hack the pattern to do it in the round, which I think is going to be super easy. And I think you remember the Severn Fingering by Terrapin Fiberworks from last time. It's 100% tencel. 100% tencel. I really wanted to start something in this because I know summer's coming, and I really want to start working with my summer fibers that I have just to try them out because I'm really interested to see how they feel, right? So I cast on and I did like 2 rows of ribbing so far. And then I put it down. And then I wanted to do another one just to kind of compare how I like Severn versus, you know, merino. Like this, actually, I think this one is BFL. But anyways, my normal fibers that I use, right? So eventually I bought the needles for it, but eventually I am going to cast on also the Slanty Stripes tank, do it as a hack in the round, and then compare them, right? So I picked this one because I already had it wound up, both skeins, and I really wanted to use them up because I had already wound up, but I don't think, this is a BFL nylon base from Woolberry Fiber Co. So I don't think I want to use it as a tank, at least. So I pulled out these other ones just now, just to see. This one's the Bee-Butt, so it's cashmere, because that's what it was offered in that at the time that Bee-Butt was first out. And then this is another 100% superwash in Very Woolberry is the color. And I kind of want to do a tank, Slanty Stripes tank in one of these to take on with me for my trip. Stupid decisions. But I need to make a decision tonight because I want to be able to get through the ribbing at least. Wind them up, get through the ribbing so that I can just stockinette stitch because it's bottom up, just stockinette stitch throughout the whole trip. Because I think that this tank would take me the whole trip. So I don't know. But then maybe do I do it in this? Guys, this is a dilemma. But I really want to use the berry merino because I just finished and blocked this, which is berry merino. And I really love this base and I want to have more stuff in it. Too many decisions. Not enough time to knit. That's my problem. And then I'm looking at all my other yarn and projects that I have. And I'm like, oh, I really should finish. I really want to finish, you know. I don't know, guys. I feel like I should like make a decision right now just so I can end the podcast on a good, like firm note. Like, yes, this is going to happen, right? This is all I have left to talk about. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Do you ever get just in that rut, like mental, I don't want to call it a mental block. It's just like there's too many ideas floating around that it's just kind of like a little bit overwhelming, but also exciting, but also like, ugh, right? I don't know. Anyways. Yeah, it's happening. And the reason why I don't bring the Severn one just to work on that is because it's a different, like, firmer fiber, and I'm just now like starting to practice looking up and not watching while I knit stockinette, and I don't want to miss any stitches, especially at my conference when I'm trying to listen and learn, you know. So I think I'm gonna go with this one, actually. There, that's my decision. I'm gonna go wind this up right now and go start my tank. I'm gonna go start dinner, start laundry, wind this up. Yeah, okay, that's happening. You guys have a great time knitting. I know I will be. I might do a little vlog at La Mercerie. We'll see. I kind of don't want to like walk in and be one of those weirdos that's like, this is my yarn tour. I don't know. I really love those type of videos, but I feel so awkward if I feel like I'm doing it myself. So, okay. I will talk to you hopefully in like 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah, we've got a lot going on. And it's getting towards summer. You know, it's spring to summer. So, we got a lot to get done outside as well as soon as the snow's all done. So, anyways, happy knitting. Thanks for watching so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Talk to you guys later. Bye.